Evet, merhabalar. Ya bugün bir bakayım, hatta 116 saat oynamışız vallahi. Helal olsun. Diyorum ki ana görev yapalım ya. Gidelim şu görevleri yapalım yavaştan. Çünkü hepsini yapsam gene çok uzayacak oyun. Hem yan görevler, daha diğer haritalarda oynamadığım Gwent'ler falan var ki ben onları daha öncesinde oynamıştım baya baya. Onların hepsi duruyor. Gidelim biz bu görevlerimizi, ana görevlerimizi yapalım. Oyunu bitirmeye çalışalım artık ufak ufak. Regis bizimle burada buluşacak. Kapıya vuralım. Mezarlık mı orası ne?
Damn it. Locked. No way I got the place wrong. This is it. Gotta be. Gotta be another way in around here.
Valla başka yerden girilebilir. Şuradan mezar var. Mesela buradan girilebilir. Selamun aleyküm. Nasıl vuramıyorum lan? Lan hala çıkıyorlar ya. Bitsin artık. Ben niye bu kadar toksiklendim lan? Bir saat zaman geçir bakayım. Lan sizi var ya. Yap şunları ya. Alayım yak. Aha, babaları geldi. Allah. Ne yapıyorsun lan? Oha. Aha. Yuh. Bunlar zehirliyor lan beni. Oo. Ama bir saniye dur, ne yapıyorsun sen? Kaçamıyorum da. Yaka yaka öldürdüm hayvanı. Uğraşılmaz lan. Bu ne? Hayvan %100 toksit atıyor ya üstüme. O nedir öyle?
Decaying bones. Kikimors must have tunneled into the grave.
Yapmışlar zaten reis. Buraya gidiyor. Alternatif yollara bakalım. Toplanacak birçok şey var çünkü. Bunları kaçırmak istemeyiz.
here. Need to use the eye.
Yenilenme iksiri formülü. Oo. İzle o da. Aldım ben ama gerçi buraya girmeden. Notlar alabiliyorum. Hehe. Kaçar mı lan bizden? Hop. Evet. Hadi bakalım. İşte başımıza ne gelecek?
Agreed to meet a vampire at a cemetery. How much more cliché can you get?
Nothing comes readily to mind.
Could have left the door unlatched.
What of my privacy? I value it rather deeply. Unmolested, especially by unwanted guests, that's my preferred state. Besides, I knew you'd find a way to get in.
True enough. Need to find your friend. I'm hoping you'll agree to help.
I shall do whatever's in my power. Yet what you want or even need must matter little. What matters is what Detlef wants. If he does not wish to be found, you will not find him. Ever. End of story.
Come on. Gotta be some way.
Vampires can evade detection by the senses, and no divination magic works on them. Even the most precise megascope would be useless.
And this? Could this help?
Wherever did you get that?
Off one of the beast's victims, found by a bend in the river. Body was chopped in pieces. 3 of those pieces were hands. Hand with the ring seemed the odd one out. Bruxa had taken an interest in it.
It's Detlef's hand, without a doubt. It will do splendidly.
Ring's pretty intriguing. Made of no metal I've ever seen. And the ornamentation.
It comes from our home, where we lived before the conjunction of spheres. It's actually mine. I received it from a dear old friend. You might call him a humanist. He saw us vampires as guests here, guests who owe their hosts, meaning you humans and the elder races, respect.
Respect? Meaning not to treat us like cattle to be slaughtered for food?
Precisely. And the reason why I in turn gave it to Detlef. To remind him of the ideals my old friend championed.
The hand. What do you plan to do with it?
You've heard of Kovinaris' theory of tissue memory retention.
Rings a distant bell. Read about it in Alchemia Oblitera. There's a copy at Kermorin, tattered, nearly disintegrated. But if memory serves, Kovinaris never managed to prove it worked.
He did prove it, just never managed to publish his findings. He and I corresponded, you see, after we became friends. Thus, I know he completed his research and performed the first tests. It's complicated, so without delving into details, it is possible to use any piece of tissue to reconstruct what a whole body experienced.
How's it work? We need any special equipment?
We must brew a decoction which Kovinaris gave a rather poetic name, resonance. Once imbibed, it sends one into a trance similar to that induced by narcotics. This triggers visions of events linked to strong emotions experienced by the tissue's owner. Picture it as dreaming a fragment of someone's life.
Any chance we might see what Detlef was doing just before he lost his hand?
Indeed. Though I also hope resonance will reveal the location of Detlef's hideout.
Kovinaris spent half his life proving his theory. Wild guess. Making a dose of resonance won't be easy.
You guessed correctly. In addition to Detlef's tissue, we shall need a powerful occipital lobe stimulant. Effectively a poison, to make one susceptible to visions.
Well, got a few ingredients to choose from. Unfortunately, all are pretty rare. There's mamoon glands, but closest ones I know of are in Vizima. A spotted white saliva would also serve, but they were cold to extinction over a century ago. Could go with a kobold's eyes, but But the creatures are sentient. Rather not gouge one's eyes out.
Given that we lack the time to sleuth this out ourselves, permit me to summon some help.
Kimi çağıracağım lan? Reis. Evet de aha. El hareket ediyor öyle ya.
What was that?
A raven? Rather a common sight at this latitude. Very intelligent fowl. I asked him to look for the creatures you mentioned, him and his brethren. Perhaps they'll find one in the area, and I would hazard that a flock of ravens will spy any said creature faster than a solitary witcher would. With all due respect to your skills, my friend. It will take them some time, nonetheless, so perhaps you'd care for a snifter of mandrake.
Hadi içerim ya.
Rarely say no to a snifter.
Sadly, this is but a weak infusion rather than a proper distillate.
Even better. I remember your mandrake hooch. Made people say things they'd have rather kept to themselves.
Now, what could Geralt of Rivia prefer to keep to himself?
Everyone's got some secret.
I agree wholeheartedly. I also believe it wise at times to share one's secrets, unburden oneself to those one can trust.
Is your
Bardak yok mu dayı ya?
sophisticated way of asking me if I trust you?
I prefer almost always to ask indirectly. It seems a test of intelligence, one you just passed.
Maybe you should go first. Reveal one of your secrets. After all, you vampires lead very interesting lives.
Anything in particular interest you?
Riyazetle yani kan içine ekranla savaşı çakıyorsun.
Got a new life, a new body. That give you a new start, blank slate.
Starting all anew is a very broad concept. What exactly do you mean?
Your blood addiction, say. Wondering if your body's the same, if it still remembers. Maybe if you drank now, you wouldn't get hooked.
All addictions are a form of slavery. Re-addiction's not a risk I'm willing to take, just to test a hypothesis about corporeal regeneration and whether propensities carry over.
Fair enough. Curiosity, that's all. Sorry.
Not to worry, Geralt. Curiosity is a natural reaction under the circumstances, apart from which I've always valued that trait in you.
Always fascinated me the way vampires can regenerate. A hand growing back is one thing, but Detloff recreating you out of a wet smear? Something else entirely.
A difficult and laborious process, but one that's possible, as my presence proves. But I've heard you too had quite the adventure. They say you lost your memory.
For a bit, but Triss helped me get it back. Actually, pretty damn lucky I only had amnesia.
Yes, you humans are rather buggered in those terms. To strip you of life is, well, it's just plain easy. I've always pitied you in that regard. We vampires are much harder nuts to crack. If a member of another race kills one of us, we can be reborn with a living higher vampire's help. However, if one of our own strikes the deadly blow, death is permanent. There can be no rebirth. One of the chief reasons why vampires long ago swore never to fight one another.
Gotta ask you the big question, one everyone wonders about. What happens after death?
You wish me to tell you if the human belief in the gods is well founded? Well, that I do not know. We vampires differ exceedingly from you humans. Our matter, that of which we are composed, can exist without form. We require neither a heart, nor a brain, nor air to breathe.
But were you dead?
As humans understand death, yes.
Feel anything? Understand anything?
Barya.
It's rather hard to explain.
Sen misin lan?
Something very unsettling. Something I cannot even name, for I did no reasoning. Only after rebirth did I begin to understand that what I had felt was cold and unimaginable fear. If not for Detlef, I might have drowned in an eternity of icy terror.
Can't have been alive then. Sheesh, experience like that must be vicious.
Indeed, it's hard to compare to anything I know. Yet you are aware we don't see death as you do. The way you cling to life, we find it entirely peculiar. You are mortals, ergo it's a foregone conclusion. You will die. It's but a question of time. Thus, I often find myself wondering why you try so very hard. To die at 20 years, 40, even 100, what's the difference? They're all but the blink of an eye.
Depends on your point of view. Man who's got 1,000,000 crowns to spend can't possibly understand one who's only got 20.
Very true. One's outlook can indeed change much.
Curious what you did after you were reborn.
As I'm sure you can surmise, but first I was thoroughly absorbed with recovering. As it is, I've still not recovered completely. Yet I was so weak the first year that I could not stand nor move on my own. Detlef bore my weakness bravely, showed great patience. If not for him, I wouldn't be here, and I'd have regenerated far slower. Once I could at last stand unassisted, I set off for Bruges, for my one-time home of Dillingen. There I led the peaceful life of a rural healer and surgeon, enjoying my neighbours' respect and, in fact, constituting the exact opposite of the monstrous vampire the populace imagines.
Bruges, you say? Rebirth make you sentimental?
Perhaps a dash. But what of you? Where have you been? Ever find your Cyrilla?
Bulduk ya.
Back then, yeah. But we parted again soon after. And when the time was ripe, she came back, defeated the wild hunt together.
Seems I certainly missed quite a bit while I was absent.
True enough.
Nereye
It's
ya?
a conversation we'll have another time. Need to know more about you now.
Na na na na na belki.
All right, give you one question. What do you want to know?
One question to ask one as fascinating as you, Geralt. Cruel parsimony, I'd say, but I shall do my best to make it count. If you were to die and be reborn as I was, in your new life, would you choose to be a witcher?
That's what interests you most? Whether I'd like to be a witcher again?
Many things interest me, but we've not much time left. Please answer.
Never chose to be a witcher. Fate chose for me. Had it been my choice, I'd have picked a different profession. A profession where I wouldn't have to risk my life every minute of every day. Maybe even one that had earned me some respect.
Thank you for being honest. Honesty is an attribute of the truly brave, and thus a privilege of the very few.
Still no sign of your winged friend. Sure it understood what you wanted?
Dead certain. Let's wait a bit longer. It'll return soon, don't doubt that for a moment. Ever vigilant, even in his sleep. Quite vampire-like, in fact. Are you absolutely certain they don't administer a few of our genes during the trial of the grasses?
Appreciate the compliment. Got something for me?
You were right. No kobolds or mamoons for miles around.
Knew it.
Allow me to finish. You see, there's this spotted white. It haunts an abandoned residence in the Caraberta woods.
Impossible. My brethren hunted down every last spotted white before I was born.
Then it seems you must revise your knowledge of spotted whites, for somehow this one managed to survive your brethren's onslaught. It seems I know this home it haunts. Recall a tale about it. Locals believe the place cursed. Perhaps that's how the white survived entirely unmolested.
Whites rarely appear in the woods, even less likely to find them in abandoned human homes. They inhabit remote wildernesses, old abandoned cemeteries.
What's your...
This might not be a spotted white after all. Your little helper might have made a mistake.
I sincerely doubt it. Ravens are devilishly intelligent creatures, and they've highly developed observational skills.
What exactly did they observe?
The area around the estate, it's covered in spoons.
Spoons?
Spare me the skeptical smile. I'm but the bearer of this news. Or perhaps this spotted white is a hoarder, or the spoons are somehow related to the curse.
Let's do this. Start making your decoction while I go get some saliva from that white. Uses it in its brews.
Do you imagine the white will simply sell you some?
Worst case scenario, I'll bring you its salivary glands. They ought to do as well.
For a moment there, I imagined you asking the white to spit into it. Quite amusing as a thought, but the salivary glands will do fine indeed.
So, see you later.
Yes, till later. I shall start by perusing some tomes.
Tomes? Thought you were gonna make this decoction.
We require one last ingredient. Alas, obtaining it could prove a trifle toilsome. Thus, I hope to identify a suitable alternative.
All right. Good luck.
And to you, my friend.
Evet. Yaratık külliyatını oku bakalım. Benekli hortlak neymiş? Benekli hortlak. Hortlak. Hortlak dediği şey mi? Hayalet mi ya? Benekli hortlak şeylere giriyorlar. Mikro. Aynen. Ya bu ne be? Aman. Aman. Ora nereye ya? Yuh. Işınlanacak yer de yok. O zaman güzeller güzeller Roç'umla giderim. Roç'um benim be. Koş bakalım. Koş oğlum koş.
What will the morrow bring? Dressings, bandages.
What's that about?
Sonra bakarız ya boşver. Lanet Geralt.
Our guests. Never a good omen.
Ya bir yürüyün gidin be, uğraşamam şimdi sizinle, hadi.
Strange. Get a sense that the spoons are beating out some kind of rhythm. A message. Trying to tell me something.
Her yer kaşık.
None shall sit and dine with you at your table. No spoon you have shall say to you, never again shall you wish to spy your reflection in the mirror. Sounds like a curse, all right.
Lanetlemişler.
Somebody's clearly obsessed. Regis mentioned the place might be cursed. Can't be a coincidence. Need to look around.
Need to look around. Bakalım.
Next I need to search it thoroughly. Find a way to collect some white saliva. White's obsessed. A real collector. Thoroughbred. Spoon. Pretty ordinary. Maybe a little old.
Aha, kitap var. Al bakalım. Lekeli günlük. Birkaç gündür aynı başlamaları yaşıyorum. Böyle bir şey daha önce hiç görmemiştim. Her ne kadar sihirli büyüdü. Bu tür şeylere tahammülüm olmasa da böyle devam ederse otacıya gitmem gerekecek. Baş dönmesi geçmeden en kötüsü üstüne acı çekmendi. Böyle fena ki bazen gözüm karardı oluyor. Otacıya gittim. Tiksin bir koca karı bana canavar görmüş gibi baktı. Günde iki defa içmem gereken lanetli bir karışım verdi. Bir faydasını görmüş değilim her günkü gibi bugün de aynaya baktım ve notkum tutuldu. Genelde gözlerimin altında torba ve karışıklık olmuş diye kontrol ederim ama bugün hiç kırışıklık yok ama keşke olsaymış diyorum. Göğüslerimin altında kıl çıkmaya başladı. Çok korkunç, çok yorulası otlar yüzünden olmalı. Otacıyı parlamaya gitmiştim fakat mekanı bomboştu. Muhtemelen başına bir şey geleceğini biliyordu ve o yüzden hemen tüydü. Ailem bir şeylerden şüphelenmeye başlıyor. Her ne kadar çıkan kılları kessem de kesişimde daha da gür çıkıyorlar. Bu fikri kafamdan atmaya çalıştım ama daha fazla engel olamıyorum. Belki bunun sebebi o otlar yerine bir defasında kovaladığım yaşlı bir dilencinin etmiş olduğu bir lanetti. Daha fazla düşünemiyorum. Ve gitgide yazması zorlaşıyor. Yalnızlık, ailesiz, yemek istiyorum. İyi bir kaşık değil. Boş kaşıklar. Hiçbir şey. Yemek acıyor. Aynı yalanlar. Hayır.
Poor girl. Realized she was changing into a monster. Recorded it in her diary. Poignant. Spoon's incredible. The craftsmanship must have graced a rich man's table. Smashed mirror. As if someone couldn't stand to look at themselves. The monster. Journal's author, maybe?
Sıçtık. Bir de şöyle bug'a giriyor ya, çıldırıyorum yemin ederim ha. Harbiden çıldırıyorum yani.
Next time, need to search it thoroughly. Find a way to collect some white saliva. White's obsessed. Real collector. Thoroughbred. Poor girl. Realized she was changing into a monster. Recorded it in her diary. Poignant. Smashed mirror. As if someone couldn't stand to look at themselves. The monster. Journal's author, maybe? No spoon you have shall say to you. Whatever lives here treated that literally. Still searching for the right spoon. Spoon, pretty ordinary. Maybe a little old. The spoon key. Sophisticated crafting. Tag bears a description. White's a true collector.
Bonus'a eşyanın müzayede uygunluğunu tasdiklemektedir. 1210 yılında Christopherson ve oğulları atölyesine dövülmüş antik bir kaşık anahtar. Tülün yuvasının sahibi Smoggle Circus'a ait.
Another spoon. Yep, just as normal as the last one.
Nasıl ya? Hadi soralım.
If I trust a woman, remember that.
A fruitful hunt to you, Witcher. Eat, drink, and be
One
merry.
more,
Thus
and
spake
another
the
too.
prophet Lebioda. Wipe your boots before you take another step. Don't slurp your food. Don't eat with your hands. Don't pick your teeth with your knife.
What?
Oh, I'm just jesting. You, sir, clearly were not born in a barn. Welcome to the pheasantry. The best auberge in all the duchy.
Spoon like this. When you set a place, where's it go?
My, oh my. Seems rather a fanciful bouillon spoon. Or a key of some sort. There's a note here.
Yeah, note led me here. Any idea what the key might open?
Never seen it before. But you might search the cellars. The previous owner left all sorts of knickknacks there.
See you later.
Yes, our sweet shining sun.
One more, and another too.
Halil hoş geldin. Oha bulduk. Ne bu hiçbir şey de çıkmadı ya. Kitaplarda yüzlerce tarif var fakat son sayfada Booklayır usulü tavşan sayfasında karma karışık yazılmış birkaç satır var. Lebioda'nın kanayan yaraları aşkına onlarca el yazmasının arasından sonunda onu buldum. Açık artırmada satın aldığım kaşık anahtarının ne işe yaradığını bilmiyordum. Açtığı yer tanrıça Dana Baby'nin rahibi olan mutfaktaki başyapıtlarıyla günümüz şeflerinin en iyilerini bile erişemeyeceği Ramses Gortun'un efsanevi çalışma alanını. Eğer Booklayır ormanında olduğunu söylenen bu tapınağın harabelerini bulabilirsem onun tüm efsanevi tariflerini bulabilirim. Bu büyük usta şefin sanatında mükemmelleştiği yerde sakladığı diğer paha biçilmez hazinelerden bahsetmiyorum bile. Tavanı büyük bir yağlı lekeyle kaplı. Neredeymiş la bu hazine? Bayağı da uzakmış ha. İyi kolay gelsin Halil, yap tabi ya, uğraş derslerine ilgilen. Sen yapmayacaksın da ben mi yapacağım? Koş bakalım Roç. Koş bakalım Roç. Uh-oh. O no no. Geçiyordum abi. Kusura kalmayın. Of, bayağı uzakmış lan.
Come on now.
Come on now.
Hey there.
Sen burada otlar aç. Taze otlar var, yeşil yeşil. Ha koçum hadi. Hadi bakayım. Yavaş bunun tarifi bilmem neler. Ne oldu lan? Bitti mi? Lan bir şeyler var hala. Yalnız mekanlar güzel ya. Heykeller falan. Vay vay vay yani. Vay ki ne vay. Allah, ayağım kaydı lan. Tamam. Gidelim tekrar şuraya. Roç gelir misin? Buradan koşarak gitmek istemiyorum. Bir sürü bok gibi hayvan var. Ya yapma be. İmdat. Yeter lan. Salmadınız ha. Ağzına vurduklarım. Oh be. Devam edelim ev araştırmaya.
None shall sit and dine
Hiç kimse olsa sen de yemek yemeyecek, elindeki hiçbir kaşık karnını doyurmayacak, aynadaki yansıman seni asla tatmin etmeyecek.
again shall you wish to smell
Harbi sağlam büyü yapmışlar yalnız ya.
White's obsessed. A real collector. Thoroughbred.
Hem de öyle böyle sağlam değil. Çürüyen mektup. Değerli Resulü para karşılığı kanunsuzların izin sürdüğünü biliyorum. Senin için elimde sıra dışı bir görev var. Seni neden buraya getirdiğimi ve neden yüz yüze görüşmediğimizi hiç şüphesiz merak ediyor olmasın. Şu anki durumdayken konuşmayı muhtemelen alıyor. Tabii benim işim değil. İnsan olduğun netten veya olduğun üzere sana başvurma sebebim olarak bir süre önce bir otacının bana verdiği ilacın yetkilerinden dolayı buluşacağım kişiye bir şey olabilir diye. Bu otacıyı ziyaret etmemde kısa süre sonra kadem bastı çaresiz hastalığımın ne olduğunu anlamaya çalışıyorum. Bu yüzden de onu bulmam için seni tutmak istedim. Olunca bana verdiği ilaçla ilgili ne öğrenebiliyorsan öğren. Seni temin ederim ki bir servetin çok geniştir ve de hizmetinin karşılığı olarak bu servetin ufak bir kısmı olmayacaktır demiş. Eğer ki çektiğim eziyet otacının hastasından kaynaklanmıyorsa onu bırakmanı isteyeceğim. Öyle olursa sana başka bir görev vereceğim. Çünkü bu demek oluyor ki yalnızca tanrıların birleştirebileceği korkunç bir lanetin etkisi altındayım. Birkaç arkadaşım için düzenlediğim suari sırasında malikaneme gelen ve direnci tarafından lanetlendiğime inanıyorum. Ne yazık ki o adama dair tek bir şey hatırladığım tek şey ayna sattığıydı. Bu bilginin aramanda sana pek yardımcı olmayacağını farkındayım. Fakat senin kayda değer hünerlerine güveniyorum. Bahtın açık olsun. Ayna sattı dedi. Aynacı bizim şey mi lan? Psikopat aynacı mı acaba?
Name scratched into this wooden spoon. Romantic. Skeletons. Doubt they came here willingly. This have anything to do with the curse? None shall sit and dine with you at your table. It'd make sense. No claw or fang marks. Probably choked to death. Broken neck. Indentation in the skull's lateral surface. Smacked in the head with something heavy. Right arm bit right off. Teeth all knocked out. Somebody tried to force feed him.
Jungly Agri, hello. Oy. Burada bir yere gidiyormuş lan. Oy. Jungly.
Actually does seem like a white's lair. Bit atypical, but still. Cauldron should be somewhere around here.
Adam görevlerini yaptı, keyfi yerinde ya.
Spoon. Pretty ordinary.
Aa.
Maybe a little old. Cauldron I was looking for. White's not particularly tidy. Another spoon. Yep, just as normal as the last one. Table's set. White who lives here is getting ready for some sort of feast. White that lives here, definitely afflicted by a curse, and it's been trying desperately to lift it. White's obsessed, a real collector, thoroughbred. Cauldron's empty, unfortunately. We just need some brew. Afraid he won't get that. No choice but to hide and wait for the saliva glands and their bearer. Need a spot that'll let me observe the cauldron.
Bitti mi görevler Jungly? Hemen şey moduna geçiyor böyle. Hayda. 2-3 ne ya? Bitir artık şu görevleri. Hı, ne güzel yemek yapıyor lan. O değil o değil. Çelik kılıcı al.
I'm not gonna hurt you. Wanna help? I've seen the words of the curse on the walls. Think I know how to lift it. tried to bring folk here, convince them to sit at the table with you, right? Well, I'm gonna be your guest now. Your willing guest. Just need a bit for Regis. And now we'll tend to you.
Hı.
This isn't right. I missed something? Listen, gonna stand up real slow. Gotta search the house again. Sit tight, I'll be right back.
Tamam, sinirlenme.
Calm down. Damn it, didn't work. That file stuff for nothing. Got the brew for Regis at least. Can't do anything for the white though. Still cut it down. Seems I'll have to kill the white in its own junk heap.
Yok la, öldürmeyelim ortla ya. İki üç adet Howley. Juggling.
Think your friend's hand will make for a nice broth?
You've clearly honed your sense of humor. But we are not cannibals, Geralt. I took a fragment of tissue from their hand. It will suffice to prepare some resonance.
What did you do with the rest?
I cremated it, as our codex commands. Raven told me you'd acquired the necessary ingredient.
Send your spies after me?
My watchers. Were something to go wrong, I could then arrive quickly to help.
Managed fine alone, but thanks for the thought. Gonna need much longer to finish brewing resonance? Mentioned a last ingredient, too. What about that?
That, I fear, might prove troublesome. You see, to use the concoction to summon the memories of one, the solution must contain the blood of another specimen of the same species.
Shouldn't be a problem. I happen to know a higher vampire who should be willing to help. Right, Regis?
It's not that simple, I'm afraid. While you were away, I tried my damnedest to identify a replacement, but alas, none such exists.
Not sure I understand what the problem is. Can't we just draw some...
Hadi Efet'i almıyoruz mu?
Blood
Juggly.
must be in an agitated state. As I'm certain you know, higher vampires can change their corporeal shell. As our flesh changes, so does our blood's chemical composition. To make a long story short, I shall need to induce in myself a state of strong psychokinetic arousal. In brief, madness, rabidity. And that stands to be very, very dangerous.
All right, so what do you want to do?
We shall visit Tesha Mudna, an ancient vampire estate. There we will find cages suspended in the air. I will enter one, be confined. You will lure beasts there. Beasts you will then kill. The bloodletting should prove profuse. Abundant enough so that the blood scent will drive me mad. Wild.
Tesha Mudna. What's it like?
It is a place of torment.
Vurduralım.
A torture chamber. Long ago, shortly after we'd arrived in this world, one among us named Kagmar developed such a taste and lust for human blood that in one night he could imbibe an entire village. This brought trouble on the entire species. Common folk wearied quickly of living in constant fear. They began to hunt us, seek the aid of mages and witches in tracking us down.
So what? Not like they could ever hope to kill you.
But they were bothersome. Forgive the comparison, but when did you last enjoy mosquitoes buzzing around your head? In any case, the other vampires decided something had to be done. Kagmar had to be caught and punished. A torture chamber was thus outfitted in the dungeons of Tesham-Mutna. Inside it, a cage made entirely of a special alloy of silver, dalvinite, and meteorite steel. Kagmar was captured and locked in the cage. Sat there over 2 centuries, driven to fury time after time, never able to escape. Thus I know the cage will withstand the fury to which we shall drive my humble being.
Hadi gidelim.
See no reason to dawdle. Tesham-Mutna. Take me there.
In a moment. Just one last thing.
What was that?
Blood.
Razıyız tabi be. Orada oğlum.
The Raven did me.
Alalım oyunu.
I've also taken some
İzlemesi çok keyifli oyunun.
a solution that sharpens
Oynarken
the
de
sense of smell.
keyif alırız.
One drop of blood shall
Adam vuralım. Loot yapalım. Kaçıralım.
You're a recovering addict.
Your outrage warms my heart, Geralt. But you must remain calm. I have no choice. As things stand, the die is cast. High time we set off for Tesham-Mutna. My head's spinning already, and you're starting to smell quite tasty.
And you're starting to scare me.
Bu ne oğlum? Tesham-Mutna. Vay vay vay. Vay babam vay. Bura neymiş la böyle?
We have arrived.
Dur bir çay alalım da öyle devam edelim. bari,
Sacrificial
değil mi?
chamber of torture and torment lies underground.
Tesham-Mutna. Geldik. İşkence ve azap odası yerin altında yer alıyor. Bunu yapmak istediğine emin misin dostum?
Sure you know what you're doing?
I can only hope I do. Please, let's go. The longer we delay, the less control I shall have of my faculties. I'd really prefer not to hurt you.
You lead.
Birisi cortlamış burada.
Scurvers must be getting close to their feeding ground.
Correct. I told you there'd be danger. Beyond this wall lies...
An ancient vampire dungeon. Seen a lot of things in my time. Nothing quite like this, though.
I feel honored. A man with such a wealth of experience, yet I'm about to show him something new. Now, to open it.
How the hell?
It's an ancient form of protection against unwanted guests. The mechanism which releases the latch reacts only to a higher vampire's blood.
Tricky mechanisms, a vampire hideout. Fortified, secured. Must have been important to your species once.
It shall always be so. During the conjunction, the gate from our world into this one opened upon this land and no other. This was the first place we saw.
This place seems your kind assembled a peculiar little library here.
Indeed, though I personally did not lay a hand to it.
Ay az yavaş aşağı düşüyordum az kalsın.
Glyphs are carved into the rock. Coated with blood used to be. They mean something?
They're emblems, symbols of, what you would call tribes, dispersed throughout the world after the conjunction. My ancestors placed them here to remind us all where we came from.
Cells? Who for?
Ah, disgraceful. Excruciatingly so, this particular page from history. I'd rather not summon the demons of the past if it's all right with you.
And who is this glyph? Which tribe's this?
They ventured beyond the sea.
What's this symbol mean?
It's the symbol of the dead. Those who went east beyond the Blue Mountains.
Yılan. Aşağı varlıkla yapılan adam. Wow. Çok güzel. Neymiş ya bu tesammutla? Oo sete bak. Wow wow wow wow wow. Easy Prom eski eser. Wow wow wow wow wow. Efsun okulu bonusları. Lan hepsi direnç veriyor. Bizdekiler saldırı gücü. Saldırı gücü. Saldırı gücü. Saldırı gücü. Ama şöyle üstümüzde bir görelim. İlk bonusu açtın, diğerlerini açmak için daha fazla eşya topla. Tamam işte. Bu nasıl bir set ulan? Simsiyah. Fena. Rakiplerini öldürmek can tazeler. Toplam tazelenen cam giyilen setin her parçasının azami %1 kadarını eşittir. Robocop gibi oldum lan. Wow.
Charming place. But what are all those cages for? Mentioned one vampire being kept here.
Yes, well, you see, humanitarians is something my ancestors were not. They concluded Kagmar would best be punished if he were tormented with the scent of blood he could not taste. Thus, they also kept humans here. Humans whose blood they slowly let. Kagmar ranted and raged in pain as those humans slowly bled to death.
They treated them like livestock. Live bait.
I'd like to be able to turn back time, deny it, but alas, I can do neither. Feel shame for my brethren. That is all I can do.
Don't take it so hard. Nothing you could have done about it. Let's get to work.
Well, that was awkward. Fine. I prepared the bait. please be so kind and place it, ideally at the tunnel entrances. The scent will spread most effectively then. Place the bait at the tunnel entrances. Monsters will catch its scent more quickly.
When I think how these tunnels got here, send shivers.
It was the natural order of things. The place reeked of death and attracted necrophages.
Three done. One left. Think this'll work?
I certainly hope so. The meat stench is so thick, I wager it carries clear to Novigrad.
Bait set. What now?
I shall enter the cage. You must chain me inside. The bars are made of an alloy that will prevent me from transforming into mist.
Kinda thought you wouldn't want to.
I shall be in great pain. My sole thought being to stop that pain. I cannot know what I will do. We must hurry. The beasts have caught the scent, also my head. I started spinning.
That the blood?
Someone who's never experienced a vampire's bloodlust does not know the true meaning of thirst.
Maybe we need a safe word. You know, something you'll say when you can't take it anymore.
And what would you do once I uttered it?
Don't know. Calm you down. Somehow.
Please. You won't be
tek yedim ulan, ne oluyor? Abi. Ay. Tek atmasalar iyiymiş de. Tek atıyorlar. Biri bir tane vurdu, biri bir tane vurdu, öldüm.
Bait set. But now.
Ya geç hadi
You need
ya.
a safe word. You know, something you'll say when you can't take it anymore.
And what would you do once I uttered it?
Lan niye? Abi.
Calm you down. Somehow.
Please. You won't be able to. We must forge through this, that is all.
Reaches its blood.
Oha. Abi öldüm lan. Ya öyle bir hasar yok ki bu arada. Ne vuruyorsunuz lan? Regis coştu. Abi yaklaşamıyorum ki, orada bug var ya.
I shall overcome.
Good, because I can hear more coming.
Coştu bizimki. Karakanlı. Korktu lan hayvan. Sen bir cigara al da gel markattan.
Need to hang on a little longer. Blood'll dry in a few hours. Scent won't bother you.
Hemen uyku moduna geçiyoruz.
Get you out of here.
The concoction.
You can't finish it in this state. Tell me how. I'll help you. Any better?
Far from ideal. And some time must pass before I fully recover. But yes, a bit better, thank you.
Resonance. It's ready.
Are you certain you followed the formula? The proportions were exact, the brewing time precise. This is important, Geralt. The slightest deviation could cost even a witcher dearly.
Relax. Got some experience brewing potions.
Very well. In that case, let's begin.
Kafa 1 milyon olacak şimdi bunu içince. Ha, içmişiz. Transa geçtik.
Excuse me. I shall only take a moment. You jumped the queue, sir. But Count, sir, you must understand. I've a meeting. The Count...
Sir, you were next. Please, take a seat. This gentleman was here first. Step down or you shall regret it.
Ah, fails to realize he was your friend, Count.
'twas then I ordered him to give up his seat and step off the stand. If only you'd seen his face. We got him good, didn't we, Detlef?
Kim attı lan o notu? Ne yazıyordu ki acaba?
And then Mother insisted we buy the mill. Curious, eh? But at least I've a yarn to spin for friends and associates. Forgive me. What?
Aha. Aha. Ne yaptın lan?
Awake at last. You ride like a squirrel caught in a snare. I'd begun to fear they were death throes, that you'd departed.
Sure wasn't pleasant, but it worked.
What did you see?
Delacroix. His death did not come easy. Seems Detlef had made friends with him, still killed him, and chopped up his corpse. And he was overcome with fury, remorse, cut off the hand that had committed the murder.
Interesting. And entirely unlike the Detlef I know. See anything else?
Saw a moment. Delacroix did something selfless. Was kind to Detlef. Guess it could have been the start of their friendship.
Why the uncertainty?
Nothing extraordinary about it. Normal, everyday situation, really. Visions were supposed to issue from strong emotions.
Clearly the situation provoked such emotions in Detlef. Keep in mind, he did later murder Delacroix. Killing someone who's grown dear to us, it's bound to elicit strong emotion. Vampires are no different in that regard. Did you see anything else?
There was something. Showed up twice in the vision. A bootblack stand. Detlef first met Delacroix there. Went back after the murder, actually.
Peculiar.
Stand was somewhere in the port district. And the bootblack acted as if he knew Detlef.
That would be even odder. Perhaps we should have a chat with the lad. Though I would expect no breakthroughs.
It's our only lead. I'll go talk to him. Coming with.
I shall join you later if it's no trouble. I don't yet feel strong enough to venture out.
That's fair. Rest up. Be back as soon as I learn anything.
Asıl setimize geçelim artık. Evet. Asıl setimiz bu. Bu siyah seti atacağım ama depoya ya. Bunlar güzel. Boyayalım şöyle. Bunları başka bir şey boyayamıyoruz değil mi? Ayakkabı boyacısını bulalım. Oh, setinizi de boyadık böyle canavar gibi oldu. Şşş.
Bootblocks don't usually work nights. Need to come back during the day.
Çalışma saati ne zaman oğlum? Ne oldu?
So how would you explain it? Whether it pours for a week or the sun bakes our pates, we've always mud up to our ankles here.
You can't blame me for Beauclair's fickle weather.
Fickle weather! I've seen you. You empty your chamber pot in front of our shop each morn, so folks will dirty their boots, go to you to get them cleaned.
A far-fetched conspiracy theory, sirs.
I'll conspire to welt your bum with my belt. Come here.
Leave him alone.
Just who the spit are you?
His father, and you won't touch him. I won't let you.
Oh, poppycock. I knew his father. A grifter, a cheat, just like his brute. I'll teach him honesty. He'll not leave muck at our shop door just to draw patrons to his own stall. So back away, drifter.
Not gonna happen.
Won't it? Well, then we'll thrash you as well, which is all the same to me. Lat! We'll break your legs, vagrant! Teach you to help him! Circle him! Bad move.
La dayı kime abi Geralt kime abi kime yumruk atıyorsun oğlum, çık şuradan lan, sıkıştım, alo. Ya bir çekil la, bir çekil. La bir çekilin.
Did I get a piece of you, Grey Groin?
Lan oğlum sıkıştırmayın işte ya. Öldük.
What's the meaning of this? The brawl? Who started it?
I'm investigating the beast on the Duchess's orders.
Ah, yes. We've heard of you. And these men, what are they doing?
Obstructing my investigation.
Understood. Right. A few days in the clink ought to teach them not to impede official duchy business.
Eyvallah reis.
Come on.
You're very good with your fists, sir. Wouldn't be looking for work, would you? We'd make a fine duo.
Listen, I'm interested in a certain gentleman.
Oh, wait! Before we get to talking, please, take a seat.
But my boots are clean.
In this city, no boots are clean unless they just come off my stand. A seat, sir, please. So then, who was it you wanted to ask about?
One of your patrons. Tall, elegant black frock. Not from around here.
An arrival? Indeed. I hear a faint bell ringing. A modest sum might make it sing out loud and clear.
Eşek
How
ya.
much?
Let's say
500 mü?
500 gold.
What? Gotta be kidding me.
Oha.
What would you even do with that kind of coin?
Expand my venture. I'm sure you can imagine. Have a proper stand with a big sign. I want a new box too. New polishes, new brushes. And if I've enough coin left, I'll buy a share in a launderer's. Get wastewater for free.
Got it all planned out.
I should think so. Capital is all I require.
All right. Let's see if we can't figure something out.
Sana 350 vereyim, anlaşalım genç. Gel.
That's not even worth the spit I'd need to use to...
Hayda, beğenmedi. Tamam gel hadi 400 vereyim.
It's not quite... I don't...
Beğenmiyor ya, çocuğa bak. Al.
See? I knew we'd
Şerefsiz
clinch it.
ya.
Guess I can agree to that.
1,000 thanks. I shan't forget it. Now to the matter at hand. I know the fellow you seek, though I don't know his name. A steady patron, gets his boots cleaned every few days. He's very good to me. Always pays me a premium.
Know where I might find him?
No, but you could wait here. Perhaps he'll stop by.
Don't have the time for that. Sure you don't know where to find him? Or maybe notice which direction he came from?
When I clean boots, sir, I do not look up to see where folk come from. I clean.
It seems you're having a rough go of it.
Oh, you're here. Feeling better?
I am, thank you. The local necropolis. The air does wonders for me. Now, if I might intercede, I dare say I've the right question to ask. Young man, you see this vial? One drop added to your boot polish will help you wipe even the most encrusted boot clean as the dome of St. Lebioda's Cathedral. With it, you will serve 3 times as many patrons at a fraction of the effort, and piles more coin. I'm prepared to give you this vial if you tell me where the man we seek lives.
But you won't hurt him, will you? The gentleman's art true, but he's kind.
In point of fact, he's a friend. Yet we had a falling out of sorts and would like to straighten matters out.
I leave his boots at the door of a house near the port. The door is red, but I do not know if the gentleman lives there.
Worth checking. Might happen on a lead.
Would you let me scrape the dirt off your kickers before you go? With all due respect, sirs, your boots could stand a cleaning.
Thank you. Perhaps later.
Handled that kid pretty well.
Finding the right approach. That's the trick to dealing with children.
Yeah, saw that. Meaning the right thing to bribe them with. Red door. One the boot black mentioned. Won't budge. Gotta break it down.
You might just as well stand out in the street, pound on a drum and holler, "Detlef, I'm coming for you." A bit more finesse, I implore you.
Let's hear your idea.
Give me a moment.
Nice. Ever consider becoming a burglar? Skill like that'd come in awful handy.
I considered it briefly, but ultimately concluded it would be terribly dull. Come,
Ne güzel de her yere girebiliyor. Açık olan.
He here? Sense him?
No, he's not here, but he was here recently. His scent is still strong.
Let's look around.
At niye sallanıyor abi ya? Yani neden? Deneme lan.
Old toy. No use to anyone. Shame. Must have brought someone joy sometime.
I find these puppets rather disturbing.
Somebody fixed this recently. No dust mark. Somebody moved this here recently. Attic. Let's go. So this is his nest. Need to look around. Detlef van der Eretain, you do not know us, but we know you to be a vampire. We know also of your weakness for the wench they call Renowed. Now you know this. We shall chain her down and let rats feed on her. We shall flay the skin from her flesh. Yet you can save her. You need but travel to Beauclair, where you shall slay 5 men in the manner we prescribe. You must complete the killing in 3 days. Fail, and the next letter you receive will contain a memento of your failure. Your beloved's finger.
There you have it. Proof positive Detlef killed not of his own accord. A blackmailer sunk his claws into him.
Any idea what it could be? Detlef have any enemies?
Indeed, Detlef gains foes occasionally, but they never live long.
One might have managed to evade him.
Possible in theory, but I know of none. As you well know, having faced Detlef yourself, whoever it is someone new.
Who's Renowed?
His one-time lover, the sole human woman with whom he was very close. Because she accepted him. With her aid and care, he found a place for himself in this hostile world. She began the work that I strive to continue.
Ever meet her?
Never had the pleasure, alas. She deserted him a time before he came round to save me, though he always claimed she'd gone missing.
Why do you think that? Any signs or clues to that effect?
None to be found. Apparently she disappeared one day. Her belongings disappeared with her. Not a scenario one associates with kidnapping. In my humble opinion, she left on her own. Scared off perhaps by a bout of Detlef's rage that revealed his other, more monstrous side.
Detlef have trouble letting go, accepting that she'd left him?
Is that so hard to believe? Do you know no humans who've struggled with just such a thing? And Detlef is so much more emotional than most humans. Not only was she his beloved, his lover, his mate, she was a member of his pack. And one never leaves one's pack voluntarily.
Detlef ever try to find her? I mean, if she was that important. Higher vampires have their ways, all kinds. Should have been easy as pie for him.
Geralt, as you rightly noted, we are vampires, not miracle workers. He searched for months on end before giving up. Clearly Renowed knew him all too well. Enough to cover her tracks, leave no way for him to find out.
Even if Renowed did abandon him that time, looks like someone's actually kidnapped her this time.
Hard to argue with that. And hard to foresee what he's prepared to do to free her, get her back.
He's prepared to kill, that's clear.
As would you be for Yennefer. He kills for he cares for her deeply. And that blood, those individuals, they mean nothing to him.
Yeah, I get it now. He's out to rescue a female from his pack.
Exactly.
Right, so someone's blackmailing him. We know that. Still have no idea who. Need to look around some more.
Etrafa bakalım, bir iteleme la dayı.
Nice tune.
Indeed. I'm not certain why, but it reminds me of home. Our true home from before the conjunction of spheres.
Tools were used recently. Detloff unwind by fixing toys between murders.
Really now, Geralt, must you?
Look, slips of paper, name on each. Count Crespi, Count Dulac, Milton de Peyrac-Peyrin, Count Delacroix.
Detloff's victims, one and all. But that's not his hand.
Must have come from whoever wrote the letter, all of it written using the same ink. See the color? Ink was dyed with cinnabarite, rare mineral, pretty much found only in
Nazaire, but I fear it means very little. Anyone could have imported such ink.
Fair enough. Still worth remembering.
Look, this slip is stained.
With wine. Not much to go on either, especially not in Beauclair.
Perhaps. Yet perhaps also worth remembering.
Let's sum up what we know. Seems Detloff's being blackmailed. Someone's been feeding him his victims' names.
All noted down using one and the same Nazaire ink, and not in his handwriting.
Not much.
But enough to ascertain Detloff's innocence, clearly.
Not how I'd put it. Doubt it's how the Duchess will see it either.
I trust you to convince her. And then...
What? Go on, don't be shy. See, you've got it all figured out, including the grin I gotta wear.
It's a rather bold plan, but... Were we to find Renawed, we would strip the blackmailers of their hold on Detloff.
That's one idea. Could be worth a shot. But what about Detloff? He gonna go on killing while I'm out searching for his lover?
He will not. I shall convince him to stay his hand. Assure him you're a friend seeking to help. I'll await him here. He's sure to return sooner or later.
He'll listen.
He will.
Ought to wait with you, maybe.
No, he'll sense you from a mile off. Simply fail to appear. I'd better stay alone. You must trust me on this.
Fine. Need to report to the Duchess first.
So be it. We'll await you here. Detloff and I both.
Evet. Bu ana hikayeden gidiyoruz bakalım.
I simply won't.
Alış depomuz yok mu bizim ya? Görev var. Lan nereye tıkladık ya? Ya hayır. Ha, evimizde var. Harbi bir evimize gidelim ya. Evimize gidelim bakalım ne oldu ev.
Monsters are your catnip. That is mine.
Masalar gelmiş. Güçlendirme masaları. Böyle tezgah. Bunlarla güçleniyoruz. Güzel. Buraya da şu heykeli koyalım. Aa, şekil.
They're so heroic. We had to summon a witcher to...
Strange. Someone behind this wall, I think.
Ne var lan? Aa,
A laboratory. Must have been an alchemist at one time.
güzel. Simya. Laboratuvarda canavarların mutajenleri temel hallerine dönüştürebilir. Örneğin bir heyula mutajeni bir zayıf mutajene çevirebilirsin. Dünya peynik olarak temel mutajenleri daha güçlü hallerini terfi ettirirsin. Doğru formülleri bulursan aynı zamanda mutajenlerin renklerini değiştirebilirsin. Heyula mutajeni. Ejderhan. Hmm. Böyle. Peki. Bunları biz buradan şeylere çevirebiliyoruz. Güçlü yeşil mutajen falan. Yani buna ihtiyacımız olacak sonra. Orayımıza bakacaktık yani. Güzel. Oh, ballar falan. Ne yaptın Kahya Bey?
Renovations coming along all right, Barnabas Basil?
Superbly, sir. General refurbishment has been completed, and I took the liberty of adding 2 racks, each upon which you might hang weapons and armor, if you've some pieces you'd like to display.
Eyvallah.
Likewise, I have prepared a few spots in which new paintings might be hung. In other news, the laborers dusting out the cellar have made a most unusual discovery. I believe it's something you'll wish to see.
You mean the lab in the cellar? Saw it. So, one of the previous owners interested in alchemy?
A laboratory? Alchemy? I know nothing of it. But I understand that to a witcher this must be a very intriguing find.
It is. It was walled up. Equipment's pretty ancient too, so it must have belonged to someone who lived at Corvo Bianco before you started working here. Whoever it was sure knew their stuff though. Got dragon glass vials and flasks, stills, sublimators, vengerometers.
Forgive me, sir, but I fear I don't follow.
Just saying, it's top-notch equipment. True masterpieces of craftsmanship for use in alchemy. Brewing a concoction with this stuff versus doing it over an open fire? Well, there's no comparison.
Then I am all the more delighted you discovered it, sir.
Starting to really like this place. Maybe we should keep going, refurbish some more. What do you think, BB?
As you wish, sir. Shall we see to the house or the grounds this time?
Starting to get into this whole renovating thing. There must be other things we can improve.
What a splendidly wise idea. Now that the general refurbishment is done, why not see to the grounds? Perhaps renovate the stables, or return Madame Bolis's garden to its former verdancy?
Yapalım.
You know Roach, my horse? Well, we've been through a lot together. Since I finally got a decent place to stay, think she deserves one too.
Oh, a sturdy stable testifies to a most honorable owner. Just say the word and I'll have them start working on it at once.
My roach deserves the best. Have them refurbish the stables.
I shall get to work at once. Yet finding workmen and completing construction takes time.
Tamam alsın ya, önemli
Likely
değil.
no more than 2 days. Will you be needing anything else, sir?
So, sometimes I have to brew a potion, but I can't find the herbs I need growing anywhere nearby.
Well, you're in luck, sir. The flower garden, once kept by Madame Nina, Monsieur Bolis's wife, seems the ideal place to cultivate herbs. In fact, it's roomy enough to plant shrubbery.
Good idea, Barnabas Basil. Herbs there will save me hours of painstaking searching and harvesting.
The idea is yours, sir. I am but the humble executor of your will. I believe we shall have sown the first seeds in 2 days' time.
Eyvallah.
Will you be needing anything else, sir?
Feels like by investing a bit of coin I could make the house more functional.
Indeed, momentum is best maintained once established. Now that we've finished the general renovations, you might begin to consider such things as a new bed or additional armor stands or weapon racks. Also, some new furnishings and a fresh coat of paint on the walls would do much to improve the guest quarters.
Hepsini yap.
Thinking about buying a comfortable bed. Always wanted one.
Excellent idea. In your profession, rest is supremely important. But say the word, and I shall order you a bed from the carpenters who craft comfort for the court.
Great. Order me a fine bed, please. Think I deserve one at my age.
True indeed, true indeed. I shall send a runner at once. The bet will be in place by this time tomorrow. Is there anything else you
Could use another weapon rack.
I know of a carpentry shop.
Fine. Order the...
Of course, at once. Is there anything...
Along the path I've often picked...
I agree. It would lend the place a certain witch...
Tamam, askılık da alalım.
Yes. Just
O
please...
kadar para topladık, onu ne yapacağız? Bu paraları harcayacağız tabi.
By this time tomorrow... Is there anything...
Was wondering about the guest room. Not that I'm expecting company, but...
Oh, but that is immaterial. All self-respecting homes should boast a comfortable guest room. What
Aynen
if
öyle.
someone were to drop by unannounced?
Yeah. Sooner we start on that, the better.
I can tell a man of action immediately. Is there anything...
Tamam, yeter şimdilik.
That's all for now, BB.
Bunlar zırh askısı. Mesela şöyle zırh sanatı. Şuna basıyorsun, seç diyorsun. Seç, seç, seç. Hop, gördüğünüz gibi set hazır. Baba. Mesela bu. Bu ve bu. Hop. Bir önceki setimiz. Dur bakayım. Mesela şuraya kılıçlarımızdan koyalım. Buraya daha güzel kılıçlar var, onlardan koyarız. Onları zaten bunun için topladık. Değil mi lan? Şimdi şuraya depolayalım. Şöyle şekli güzel olanlardan falan koyarız. Bana baksana. Şekil şükür değişik değişik. Kürek var. Şunları da öbürüne koyarız. Av ganimetimiz yok yerleştirecek pek. Şuraya zırh koyalım. Tablo yok. Bebek perçe mi? Tamam. Ev güzel olmaya başladı.
If they would just take to what else they take to dance and drink.
Burada sevdiğim bu bölümde burada bitireyim. İzleyen herkese çok çok teşekkür ediyorum. Çok çok sağ olun. Bir dahaki bölüm ana hikayeye buradan devam edeceğiz. Artık bu vampiri işte hem bulmaya çalışacağız hem onun sevgilisini mi artık bulacağız, ne yapacaksak.
They take to dance and drink.
Oradan devam edeceğiz. İzleyen herkese çok çok teşekkür ediyorum tekrardan. Bir dahaki yayın buradan kaldığımız yerden devam edeceğiz. Kendinize çok çok iyi bakın. Hepinize iyi geceler, iyi hafta sonları, iyi tatiller diliyorum. Görüşmek üzere. Kendinize iyi bakın. Hoşça kalın. Bay bay.